Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. If you're new here, this is Amen Clothing YouTube channel where we teach you how to use pattern to create unlimited design. If you're no subscriber, thanks for always coming back. So today we are going to be making this draped dress. It's draped at the upper bodies and it's also draped at the lower area with kind of flounce details. So if that's what you want to see, then keep watching this video to the very end. Let's head straight to the pattern draft, okay? You'll be needing your basic bodice front, okay? We're going to learn how to create drapes without you using a dress form, a pinnable dress form. So if you do not have a pinnable dress form, even if you have one, you'll be needing this tutorial very much. So I'm attaching a fresh pattern paper to the lower area, that is to my waistline, okay? And I'll be marking 1/2 inch from my center front. This is because I want that draped area to overlap each other by just 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead now to draw in the actual neckline and the shape of that overlapped area, okay? And by the time I'm done drawing it, I'll go ahead to use my scissors to cut out the parts that I won't be needing. You guys, I'm under the weather, so my voice might be sounding cracked somehow. I'm not really feeling too well. I'm struggling to see that I do a voiceover for this video. Okay, so that's by the way. By the time I'm done doing this now, just now start imputing my style lines. I'm trying to make my style lines to be slanted. Okay. Trying as much as possible to make it slanted so it's not looking straight. Okay, I feel that is the best way to do this. See, if you're not using a dress form to drape, I feel this is the best way to do it. So I'm using my ruler now to marking my style lines. Okay, I'm going ahead to marking my style lines. As you can see, I'm trying as much as possible to make sure that the lines are not straight, like it's slanting to give that kind of shape. I hope you guys can see it. Okay, I'm going to have to draw it in. So you'll be doing this, you'll be drawing as much lines as you want. I have just 3 yards of fabric, okay? And if you have more fabrics, you can use more. And my sleeve was not enough. The fabric was not enough for the sleeve, so I had to make mine a long sleeve, okay? I didn't make it a puff sleeve, I made it a long sleeve. But if you have much more fabric, you can use more fullness at the upper area for your drapes and you can make a puff sleeve. But if you like what I'm wearing, then you can make it that way also. So I'm going to have to draw in the lines like so, you guys. At this point, my ring light was off, but I'll fix it, okay? So I'm drawing in the lines. You want to pay attention to details. I'm making it curved like so. As you can see, this is how deep I took it. But while cutting it, you see where I'm going to be spinning for the drapes, okay? For the drapes. Drapes are also added fullness, okay? You just want to add fullness. That is also drapes. Yes, I know. Yes, that's actually what it is. Drapes are also added fullness. So this is how much I have. Then I'll go ahead to start cutting this whole thing out. Okay, following the lines. Remember our darts are still open. Okay, so you have to close your darts. So you have a nice fit. If you don't close your darts, it's not going to fit well. So you're going to be closing your darts, and that is what I'm doing right now. I'm opening my darts and I'm going ahead to close it up. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. So whatever way you feel is comfortable for you to open up your dart and close it, just close the dart. That is what I'm doing right now. If you've been following my channel, doing this shouldn't be hard for you. I always close and open that whenever I have to deal with that manipulations and all that, okay? So I'm taping down the dart that I opened. I'm closing it now. Then I'm going ahead to also cut on that very line where I want my drapes to fall, where I'm going to be adding the fullness, okay? So for the side bust dart, I also go ahead to open it up and close it. Okay, so that is it now. Then I'll go ahead to close this up like so. So I'll go ahead now to start cutting up on all these lines to create my drapes for my added fullness, okay? Having cut it, this is what I have. As you can see, the armhole area, you want to pay attention to it. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to be draping this on top of these other basic bodies that I did not touch. I hope you understand. We're going to forming these drapes, okay? As you this line is in line, we're going to be folding these to form the drapes on top of our main basic bodies on the shoulder and on the waistline. Okay, so that's just it, and I'll also show you for the sewing as we move along. Now heading over to the lower area, which is very much technical. The lower bodies is actually a very technical one. You'll be needing your skirt pattern from your waist all the way to your hemline. Then I went ahead to open up my dart like so. So having opened up my dart, I'm going ahead now to, you're going to be closing this dart, okay? But before we close it up for the upper area, we don't really need to close it up because I'm going to be cutting that part open. I'll go ahead to extend my bust apart line all the way to the hemline, okay? And once I extend it, I'll start cutting from that line all the way up. Cutting from that line all the way up like so. So having done that now, this very part, we are going to be slash and spreading it to create the drapes for the lower area and also the flounce. The flounce is not, I didn't attach it separately. Is alongside with this very particular skirt pattern, okay? So you want to see how I did all of that. So I measured the length from my waistline to my hem and I got 27 inches. So I had to record it somewhere, 27 inches, because you will be needing it. So having done that now, go ahead to close up the dart of that very particular area. So I'm going to close up the dart, okay, you guys. This is what it looks like. So we'll start slashing and spreading, okay? We'll start cutting up for our slash. I didn't draw any line, okay? I didn't draw any line. We are just going to be slashing and spreading depending on where you want your drapes to fall. If you want a straight drape, you can do this. But at some point, I started slanting my lines because I really love my drapes to be slanting, okay? So while I was done with this part, I started cutting slanted lines, okay? Slanted lines. So here is what I want to show you guys. You want to place the very part that you've draped, that you've slashed, sorry, on your fabric. Now you spread it out. For the flounce area, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be marking 5 inches from the very top, from the very tip, not the whole, just from the tip, from where the end of the paper is. I'll be marking 5 inches all the way round to where I want my flounce to stop. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm marking 5 inches all the way around till where I want my flounce to stop. 5 inches all the way around till where I want my flounce to stop. I hope you guys understand, okay? It's actually explanatory, but I hope you guys understand. If you do not understand, then drop a comment of what you don't get and I will explain. But just watch closely. You understand. This is explanatory on its own. I'm marking the 5 inches all the way around to where my flounce is going to stop. Okay, I also cut it out to show you guys what I mean. So how when I'm done marking it, this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead to start cutting now. You want to be conscious of where is your side seam, where is your hem, and where the flounce is actually starting from. Okay, you want to be very conscious of those things. So at this point, I had to make the line more visible so I'll see it clearly. So I'm going ahead to start cutting now, 5 inches all the way round. This is the same thing I'm going to be doing to the other side, because it's not just, I cut from the dart area, one side of the dart. The other side of the skirt also has a flounce attached to it. So it's the same thing you're also going to be doing to that side. So having done this now, I'll go ahead to start cutting up on this side. Okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like, you guys. This is what it should look like. Yeah. So when you're cutting yours, you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so let's head straight to the sewing. Okay, so now I've gone ahead to gather that very area that we added fullness, which is going to form the drape for the front bodice. Okay, so I'm going to be sewing it on top of the actual bodice, like so. I'm going to sew it on top of the actual bodice like so. So when I'm done sewing, I'll attach the back. Okay, so this is what the front is going to look like. I hope that's explained well. So heading straight to the skirt, I'm also going to be showing you guys. Okay, I use a chalk to make the 5 inches line more visible. Now you're going to be running. So I used my chalk to mark the 5 inches all the way down, as you can see. So after doing that, the next thing we're going to be doing is you want to run a gathered stitch all the way down. And after running that gathered stitch, you'll be gathering on that 27 inches. I don't know how many inches yours is. So that 27 inches I said, you will gather and use your tape to measure. And once it's at that 27 inches, everything, including the part where the flounce is not on, you're going to be removing the gather stitch and joining both of them together. So this is the outcome of the dress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.